Hey everybody, in this video I'm spilling the tea, just giving you a bit of information, how to get a few things done, etc. Couple of things. I was going to give you guys a quiz on Friday, which would be the, I don't know the date, but I'm not quizzing you on Friday. I will update you verbally in class of when um, you guys will have your quiz. You guys will have a quiz. I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be the early part of the week. So be aware of that. All right. I'm going to be giving you a lot of homework, which you could do online. Just make sure you got that practice. Practice makes perfect. And guys, because the homework is going to be a lot, it's going to be worth a lot of points. Please see to it that you are playing those Kahoots and you replay them if you score less than 70%. You must, you must redo each one till you score 70% or above. And I'll show you how to keep tabs of all of that. Right? Tutoring. Tutorings are Monday and Wednesdays from 3:30 to 4:15. Tutoring can improve your grades. And you also today gonna get started on project number 2 today. More on that later. Just a reminder about that participation grade. You gotta be fully engaged from start to finish, focusing to the lesson. That's how you get your grade. How you lose points, not engaged, phones, disruptions. For many of you guys, that cell phone is gonna be perhaps the reason why you retake algebra 2 because when you're on your phone, you're not focused. I know kids who will say, "Yeah, I'm focused. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I do my work." Doesn't mean you understand what's going on. If you're so busy, watching videos of one of your classmates getting beat up on. Rubric about your participation. I know I spoke to you guys about it. I'll put it in categories on your syllabus, but this is how each class period participation is worth 50 points. So, guys, to get 20, 20, 20, 20 of those points, you have to keep disruptions at a minimum. So that means, my people, when the video is playing or when I'm talking, you shouldn't be doing it. And that's the reason why, for future references, your lessons are video. You won't have access to the videos themselves until the end of day. The reason why I am going to do videos of lessons is because oftentimes when I'm teaching or putting stuff on the board, there tend to be some things that go on. And just as a teacher, I don't like my back turned against y'all because I can't see what's going on in my classroom. So as the videos are being played, I am walking around and reminding you about this rubric you see. I'm gonna remind you about the disruptions because when you lose 20 points, you get 30 50 and you put 30 divided in 50, that's a 60 that you will get in the participation. It is imperative that you are on top of it from A through Z. I know many of you guys have a math phobia still, but when someone talk, if anything, just say the words, I agree. I might ask you why, you just give me a reason. I'm not going to fight you for giving me a reason. I don't care if it's right or wrong. I mean, if it's wrong, I'm going to help you. But the fact that you give me an answer, I'm always going to look right after you. So that's the reason why it's imperative for you guys to work. The one thing I do commend you guys for doing well on, you guys do participate well in small group. For most of the time, you guys are on task, so I don't have really much issue on that. But guys, it is imperative now since my lessons are all video based, and I will be pausing to ask questions here and there for you to, get it as best you can. So if you talking and doing all this while the video is being played, I'm gonna ask you a question if you don't know it because you was not paying attention. You give me reasons of, okay, this is why you fell in my class because you're not paying attention to what's being talked about. Now, I'm not gonna repeat myself 5,000 times of anything, so I need for you guys to just be prepared for that. So that's what's gonna happen. Classwork. As long as you put something on the paper, not leaving nothing blank, I won't fail you. I can't do that. I won't do that. So contribute to group work when it's assigned. Work. Academic integrity. Guys, don't Google the answers. Not in my class. Don't do that. Don't go to Mathway or any other math apps that are out there to do work for you because it's not your work. I can't give you anything if you're not doing the work yourself. These next 2 weeks. So the week of the 26th, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have a quiz. And then we're going to have a review. Well, we got actually 2 lessons. The quiz, 2 more lessons, and then review. The week of the 3rd, you guys going to be testing a lot. I'm going to have that information coming around. I'm going to give you a study guide next week. And your quiz may be online or paper, but but you will be able to have that quiz as a take home. So either I'm gonna make a quiz on Kahoot for you to do, or I'm gonna give you a paper version of it. So I need for you guys to, you know, buck up on that. And that's gonna happen the week of the 3rd. All right. And also, guys, do not forget to check Google Classroom for important information such as looking at the school calendar that I posted as well. Grade updates. You guys know I'm pretty good about grades. I always have a good update on Sundays, but usually throughout the week I update them throughout the week. There may be some occasions that something have happened with my daughter or something like that to a point where I cannot update your grades, but I usually let you guys know in the Google Classroom. All right, project 2, talking about the Hispanic culture, and there's 6 parts to this. So you guys, of course, it's ideal to do this in group, and you is going to do this in the PowerPoint presentation. So part 1, the precise definition of mathematics. I talked to you guys about it I put it on quizzes, well, a quiz rather. Um, we did it in the first project. In part one, I want you to talk to me about the precise definition of mathematics. Each of these bullet points are what you're going to look up in Google. You're going to look up the word for what it means to understand. What does it mean to manage? What is reality? What does it mean to cipher? What does it mean to count? What does it mean to measure? What does it mean to classify, order, infer, model? What does it mean for something to arise? What does it mean for the environment? That is what you're looking at. You're looking up the dictionary words. You're putting it in your own words to paraphrase. This is not the assignment where you copy and paste. Do not copy and paste. You can't get a grade for that because it's not your work, someone else's. All right, part two. Guillermo Gonzalez Camarena. I could say that again. I could do that better. I'm tripping with my accents. Sound like I'm speaking Portuguese. Anyway, Guillermo Gonzalez Camarena. You doing your project on him. Where is he from with a name like that? Okay? What is his family like? What was his education? What did he create that was so important for me to give this to you as an assignment? Why would I make you look him up? How did he satisfy the precise definition of mathematics? I don't know if he's going to satisfy all parts, but he will satisfy something of it because we all satisfy some part of that definition. 3, the number system. What's a number? What is a number? I know there's like, Miss Al, you tripping. 5 a number, 7 a number, negative 2001/3 is a number, pi is a number. Yes, those are all types of numbers. Those are types of numbers. I'm asking you, what is a number? Google will tell you that, but you gotta make sure you look correctly now. So we know the Hindu Arabic numerals, because we use them every day. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 digits. So all I'm asking you to do, go take pictures to talk about what the Roman numerals look like. What does the Aztec numerals look like? Compare similarity and difference between our number system, the Roman numerals, and the Aztec numerals. Compare, contrast. That's what you have to do for part 3. Part 4. This is a numbers game, a funnel activity. Each person in your group is going to choose one of those numbers in the bullet points. From there, you're going to use all those numbers. Once you pick a number from here, you're going to pick all of these numbers. You're going to use all of them to equal out a number. Like, say for example, I'll do one for you, not from this list. If I choose 11, so if I choose 11 using those digits, I got to figure out how to use those numbers. And again, you got to use the order of operation PEMDAS once. So that means every operation you're going to use one time, at least once. So let's do it. So 11, 9 plus 2 minus 0 2, 0, 2 times 2, divide 1, times 6. Alright? So if I was to use the order of operations, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 divided by 1 is what? Notice that I'm working in the parentheses because that's what it tells me to do. 4 divided by 1 is 4. Times 6 is what? 24. That's what I'm going to have in my parentheses. 0, 9 plus 2 minus that. Alright? So 0 times 24 is 0. 9 plus 2 equals 11. My 0 equals 11. And that's how you play the game. Again, using all those order of operations that you learned to get to those numbers that you will pick from. Alright? Make sure you write yourself a nice equation like this. You see my equation? That's how you're going to write it out. Similar to that. And you're going to show all your scratch work and your final answer. Alright? And that's part 4. If you by yourself, you could pick a number. You don't have to do all 6 or all 5 of those numbers. You need to just pick one part. Alright, part 5. Difference in math. In Latin America, they do math very differently from everyone else. Alright? So they may write their numbers and stuff differently. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on this link. It's going to take you to a page. You're going to compare and contrast for what we do from what they do in terms of mathematics. All these points, that's what you're going to address. Compare and contrast. And you could create a Venn diagram, however you want to do it. The prettier your presentation, the better. The last part of this, check the student's work. So this is a math problem that you've seen before. And we know that to be case number 1 for my factoring. And you're going to check to see if the student's work is correct. If it is, you give them a score out of 10, so 10 out of 10. If it's wrong, ask questions that will help them get the answer. Like if I was to say, if I was grading this, and this was me, one thing I could say, why you factor 4? That's a question, a good question at that. And so when the person reads the paper, the student reads the paper, he or she could be like, okay, this is why I did it. And out of this, you could score them as 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, however you want, but you got to demonstrate mathematical knowledge of the stuff that I've taught you. All right? I'm putting you in the shoes as Mr. Howard. Because I want you to get a taste of grading someone's work. All right, y'all. That's pretty much just it.